I want you to know it has been near impossible for me to find a park bench to sit on. I don't know, where have all the benches gone? I can't find a bench to save my life, ever. So I don't have anywhere to prop up my phone, so I'll just be holding it. I wanted to talk a little bit about creative failure. I've been having a good day so far, and I'm so excited. I started building a website today. I want to be able to showcase my art and have a small portfolio on there, showcase my writing and have a page of my poems. And although I'm posting some things on Substack right now, it's not really feeling right to me. And I essentially have, it looks like a website on there anyway, so I might as well move it to be something of my own creation, and I own all of it rather than having it be through a third party like Substack. There's also the whole subscriber thing on there, which I am still thinking about, like paid subscribers versus free subscribers. But I want the things that I want to create and the things I want to share. I don't know if having tiered subscription is really what I'm looking for right now. So anyway, I started building my website today. I'm so excited, and I have had a website before for my art a few years ago, and that is what is inspiring me to speak about creative failure, which sounds like a horrible phrase, but I hope to eventually share more of my journey with art on here, which has been a lifetime journey, right? But essentially a few years ago, a little bit pre or post COVID, I kind of forget, I really tried to go all in on my art. I had a website, I had an Instagram and TikTok. I had a summer where I went to art fairs and tried to sell some of my pieces, and I was fairly successful. I did end up selling a few original paintings, and I had a lot of fun doing that. However, the rest of the aspects of my life, I was feeling very stuck, and I eventually ended up moving. And I moved and yada, yada, yada. I was unemployed for a little bit, and I tried to do my art full-time, and eventually got a full-time job, which I've been at for a while now. And in that time, I pretty much stopped creating art. I did a lot of writing. I started and stopped a lot of writing projects. And I still felt that, sorry if I'm shaking a little bit here. I still felt that inner pull to create and live that dream, but I was so distracted by other things and distracted by just life, family, rent, paying the bills, etc., having fun, making friends. I spent some time volunteering and building up my values, all of which has been worthwhile. But I'm ready now to go back to that dream. Ignore the trash can behind me. Anyway, in restarting my dream, I am thinking about the time where I tried to achieve my dream before and it didn't work. And my question that I've been sitting with, and my question for you is, did you fail, or did you just stop trying? For me, I think it's a little bit of both. Maybe my methods were wrong and I went about things in, maybe not the best, most efficient way. And I got distracted by life, which happens, and I stopped trying. And I stopped trying for so long that it's like my dream had an end point. I got a full-time job and that was the end. It was over, which I think is not a great mindset to have. And now that there was that end point, I have considered it to be a failure. And I know that all the, business-minded men on YouTube like to say, you have to fail 10x times to be able to succeed once, or be prepared for your business to fail 30 times before you sell a product. Which, true, that is a great motivation sometimes. I also think it's important to be honest with yourself and ask, are you just restarting? Because that's me. I'm just restarting. And yes, I'm trying to go about things in a different way. But I'm taking what I learned that first attempt, and I'm bringing it to the here and now. So can you see? There's a little ant. Gotta be careful though in Texas. Don't know if it will bite. This is the process of achieving your dreams, right? Analyzing what you've done in the past, remotivating yourself, sharing what you want to do in the future. So I'm really excited about my website. I have a lot of ideas. I want to share my poetry more, and what I'm thinking is creating a series of, not prints, because I want them to each be unique, but maybe a series of like 20 individually written poems, all one poem, but that I can put up on my website for sale. Just a thought with that. And I do realize that I do want to share more of my poetry in my writing on here as well. Right now, I just have been mostly taking YouTube as my spur of the moment thoughts that I've been sitting with in this creative journey. One more thing before I go. Even if you did fail, just try again. How many people even know that you failed? 2, 3? Who cares? Just try again. Don't put so much pressure on it. Your dreams are your dreams. Dreams are meant to be achieved. But look at these lovely flowers. I don't know what they are. And they're a little wilted. But what a gorgeous color.